Fixold Cameras produces step-by-step, close-up videos of simple, common repairs and basic maintenance on classic and vintage cameras. Your ability, the quality of your tools, and the condition of your camera will affect the success of your repair endeavor. A successful completion of the demonstrated repairs ultimately depends on your camera repair skills.
The following procedure also applies to the Minolta SRT 101 and 102. Cushion the jaws of a small pair of adjustable pliers with surgical tubing. Use these modified pliers or a flexi clamp to remove the advanced lever retaining ring. Lift the advanced lever free, noting the position of the spacer washer. Set the shutter speed dial to bulb and the ASA to 6400. Use a crosspoint screwdriver to remove the shutter speed dial retaining screw. Lift the shutter speed dial and knob free. Note the position of the notches that align with the ASA and the shutter speed. As long as you preset the shutter speed dial to bulb and the ASA to 64, the realignment will be simple. Next, remove the rewind knob by holding the rewind fork and spinning the rewind knob counterclockwise. Now remove the rewind knob decorator plate. Oftentimes, a slotted spanner wrench is necessary to do this. Again, using a crosspoint screwdriver, remove the two screws on either side of the viewfinder. Remove the alignment dot decorator plate to reveal the front screw head. This screw can either be a slotted screw or a crosspoint screw. Take care as not to separate the decorator ring from the screw head. Remove the screw on the advanced side of the camera body and lift the top cover free. Prism will need to be removed to access the viewfinder. There are two screws holding in the prism retainer. Remove the two screws and gently lift and separate the retainer from the prism. Carefully remove the prism and invert, leaving the wires attached. Using a tapered sable hair brush, remove the dust from the prism and the viewfinder. Use the tip of the brush to get into the corner of the viewfinder. Any remaining dust can be blown out with compressed air. With the aid of tweezers, route the wires around the prism so they are not pinched by the prism as it is seated into position. Carefully place the prism retainer back into its position. Do not over-tighten the screws. And then take another look to make sure that all the wires are clear for the top cover to be seated. Continue to watch for pinched wires as you seat the top cover. Firmly seat the top cover. Seat the shutter speed knob in the notches of the ASA dial and the shutter speed dial and seat into position. With downward pressure onto the shutter speed dial, align the retaining screw hole and insert the screw. Install the advanced lever and advanced lever washers. Non-magnetic tweezers will aid in the placement of the washers. Seat the advanced lever retaining ring, taking care not to cross the threads. Carefully thread the rewind decorator plate into position. Tighten just snug with a slotted spanner wrench. Reinstall the rewind knob and the remaining screws. A small dab of pliable adhesive can be used to adhere the lens alignment indicator dot to the head of the front screw. Tweezers are very helpful to maneuver the dot into position. If the dot is lost or damaged, red fingernail polish can be painted over the screw head to substitute for the dot. If disassembly is ever required after the application, acetone can be used to dissolve the fingernail polish and reveal the screw head beneath. The classic Minolta SRT. Thank you for watching.